You ever filled out a job application or taken a test for an opportunity or filled out what we would call an RFP, a request for proposal for a particular contract or opportunity as a vendor? And then a couple of weeks goes by, a couple of months goes by, and nothing. You get nothing back. I know I'm the only one that's ever experienced that. Probably not. I'm J Loren Norris. You're watching Leading Leaders Podcast, and today I want to talk to you about 4 enemies that will destroy your confidence. 4 enemies that will destroy your confidence. And it's real easy when you've put that resume out or you put that job application out or you've applied to be in that particular school, in that particular class, and you get no response at all. Or at least not in the time that you thought you'd get a response. And so it seems like there's no response because you're still waiting and you don't have it yet. But you forget that sometimes the callback on that job, the callback on that role in the movie, that callback on that application for a new adventure in education, that the people, those are humans, the people on the other side of that, they have lives too. And they may have had a calamity of their own. They may have somebody in the emergency room overnight, and it's not always about you. And that sometimes is a challenge. That can be discouraging. So there are 4 enemies to confidence that I find I deal with on a regular basis, and sometimes it's just I get lazy and I let it slip, so to speak. The first one is that discouragement. The first one is disbelief. Disbelief, the idea that, well, I know I applied for that job, and I know that all the job description and all of my resume, they match up pretty good, or I know that I sent in my proposal bid and everything on that request for proposal, I match everything they're looking for with the services that I offer, and it's spot on, and my price is better, and I know that I took that test and I passed that exam, but there's still something in me that says I'm not really going to get it. I mean, I know technically I match up all the boxes, but I still know in my heart that I'm not good enough. The imposter syndrome. How did I get this far? Surely I'm not as good as they think I am, and they're going to find out the truth one day, and it's going to be all over. Disbelief. And no one can both want a job with passion or a project or an entitlement or an opportunity, want it with passion and disbelieve that they're worthy of it at the same time. It's going to just tear you apart. Next is discouragement. And it may be internal discouragement. It may be a discouragement that comes from somebody else. It usually has to do with the fact that at some point in time, you've attempted something like this and you failed. I have. You go out for the team and you don't make the first string, and so you feel like, that was horrible. Why would I even try to do that again? Or why would I push for it if I can't be the superstar? Why do I want the job if I'm still going to be in the back seat, so to speak? Why do I even want that proposal to come through if I'm the alternative, the alternate in the project? And it happens all the time. But when we see that just near success syndrome kick in, when we look at the failures of our own life in the past and how we almost had it, but we just didn't quite make the cut, sometimes we get discouraged in that, and we allow that to rob our confidence to even apply for the next opportunity, to even continue to push for the next opportunity. Then there's comparison, where we look at our successes and we measure them up against everybody else's successes, and we say, well, I've always only been a 7 or an 8, and all these other people are 10s and 12s and 11s and 13s at the same stuff, and if I look at them, they're better than I am. Why would somebody even give me a chance? Well, the truth is there will always be somebody better, stronger, faster, smarter, with better connections and better relationships. But if you allow that to rob your confidence and keep you from doing anything, you'll spend the rest of your life moping around in that same circle, disbelieving in yourself, discouraged by your past failure, with comparison to eat you alive against anything that you try. And finally, complacency. Complacency is that content to a fault. You've reached the place where you look at it and go, I'm okay with my job. I'm okay with the house that I have. I'm okay with the people in my life. I'm okay with the education that I have. And as a result, I'm just going to stop trying. I'm going to settle here. If you're tired of losing your confidence and you want to rebuild your confidence, you need to get a coach who's going to help you walk through some of the mind clutter and get past the disbelief, get past the discouragement, get past the comparison, and reignite your own passions to get past the complacency, contentment to a fault. Look it up. That's what Webster says. If you're complacent, you've reached a level of contentment to a fault. I'm J Loren Norris for Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.